Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodge Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have first crack at this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off play action. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Volunteers have their offense in high gear. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it? He's loose. Lots of running room. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Volunteers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Finding open areas. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's King. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Nice grab in traffic. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Volunteers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, down a throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's King. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Kick is in the air. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's King. Gets it out fast. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. On the move, he fires. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Sends it back in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Touchdown balls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by a field goal over Ball State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Catch in the middle. It's Sullivan. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking for a man. It's Kane. The sure hands, it's Maddox. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground with the counter. Sweet cut there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll pull it on the read. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Looking to throw, it's King. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Tennessee offense will take over.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Burch is hunted at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Vols need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Butler. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's caught. It's Rodgers.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never
Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job on the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking downfield, it's King. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down.
Turning on the Jets. All out of space. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And here they come almost all the way back. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gives it on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches tonight.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Nice move to keep running. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Matthews. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up by 36 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's King. Forced out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Sullivan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll do it himself. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. On the ground, it's Butler. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you could see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Line getting set on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harrison. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running backs. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stockton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air, it's Kane. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Short gain on the play before he slides. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.